This is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida. This is Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. That is a 14 by 14 inch canvas. This is some Mead & White paint I'm going to use for a base coat. I want a somewhat substantial layer, but I don't want it gloppy enough to run off, because I need the canvas to be moist. This is my Oxo Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula. I did just try and rescue this paint. There was some gloppy stuff, so it should be really interesting to see how many filaments came through the little screen that I usually use for Floetrol that I use to screen the paint, and I'm going to wish I hadn't done that. Oh dear. Okay, well, at the moment it is what it is, and we're going to keep going because it'll be an all-over texture no matter what. All right, I'm going to go right to the edge. And this way, at least as an experiment, I'll be able to see what happens. Because Floetrol is a paint leveler, and the mixture in the Mead & paint is 3/4 Floetrol and 1/4 GAC 800, which usually prevents cracking in heavy paint. Let me just get rid of that. Wipe it off with my studio rag. I'm thinking about doing greens, and I'm going to start with Indian Spice. I'm going to try and get more organic as I go on with every. I did one of these in pink, and I love the pink one. I'm not remembering the name of the title of it, but it's on Fine Art America, pixels.com, and you can find those links on my link tree underneath Show More. This is Shiny Taffeta. These are Prizm Pour paints. I kind of wanted to have a light colored base. I kind of want that to come out more, but you know what? I've got another one. Just give it a little shake in a larger bottle. I use both the Vivid Polypore and the Vivid Enamel, and I don't seem to have any problem making both of them work when it comes to doing a swipe, as long as I'm using the Australian Floetrol mixture with some paints. I know it seems like an odd thing to think I'm going to be doing greens with a gold and a yellow base, but believe me, it makes more sense than you'd think. I'm going to go on with some Sassy Sprite. Just hit everything. I'm probably going to use some odd colors for swiping. What do I want? I want to use some Tuscan Sun. And this is not labeled. And on to some Peacock. Which is a wonderful deep turquoisey green. And what else did I get out here? I got out some pearl. I have a mixture. I have a couple of mixtures. I have, oh, that's not a mixture. That's Neptunes Gaze. I definitely need enough paint to put down in these areas so that when I add a cell activator to a card, I can make it work. I want something obnoxious. Sour lemon. A wonderful obnoxious yellow. Coming out kind of slow. It's be time to clean the tip. And what I usually like is Fandango, and I think that's coming next. Here's my wintergreen. 90% wintergreen, 7% royal sapphire, and 3% midnight shadow. Yeah, throw cautions to the winds. I'm really feeling the strong desire for some purple. This is Fandango. But I'm going to use the purple cell activator, so I'm hoping that that's going to do it. I didn't put any white in And I've got some pearl, mother of pearl. I think it's in the new Metallic Treasures. And just putting some of that in the gaps will help give me more paint, which is a good thing at this point. Alright, I've got a beveled card, a card with an angle on it, that I'm intending on using for swiping. Actually, I thought I had another one. If I had two, I could go in both directions, but maybe I'll just use another swipe card entirely. So, I sort of set myself to think about how I wanted this to go at first. So I'm going to use some dioxazine purple. I'm going to use a little ginger flower, which is a primary element. Some Amsterdam white, they're all in Aussie Floetrol. And some black. And some gold. The gold is P.E.s, iridescent gold. And I'm going to let some of that go right down into my dish. So I have another scoop in a minute. And then I can just pick that right up again. I've got enough here to do a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to risk it. I don't see any cells, so maybe that means I'll start with the black this time, or the white. I suspect they're coming. I'm going to start with the black and the white and the ginger flower and the gold. Put some of that down again. And the cells are beginning to develop. Now a lot of times what I do with it after the initial swipe throughs is what makes it interesting to me. So I don't mind the purple that I started with. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to use a little bit less, and I'm going to put some white next to the purple. Some more of that ginger flower. Some of the gold. I know it's a lot of cell activator colors, but it's what worked for me last time. Okay, so I'm going to dump half of that off so I can use it again in a minute. And then go over to my edge. Pick that right up again. And I thought it would be nice to make a more organic bunch of patterns. I had straight lines in the last one, which I'm really not complaining about because they turned out beautiful. So I'm just taking my card, letting it wind through the paint on the edges. Can use any residuals I've got. I'm liking the colors. I want to do some clouds using a similar technique. I will probably indulge in some spirals. I thought about tipping, and I could still tip. I thought about doing a green start and adding some blooms and some pinks afterwards. I like this. It It reminds me of seaweed. Nothing wrong with seaweed. It's not kelp, but it's something seaweedy. I like that there's a bunch of paint that I can manipulate with my card. I like that there's some white negative space too. I like how the colors stripe out. I can even steal a little paint. If you lay one color over the next, you're going to create some definition, some depth. Not definition, that's wrong. You're going to add some interest, in other words. That was a deep furrow. I was kind of expecting it to fill back in, but I'm not the most patient person in the world. I've got some great patterns in here. The cells are really, really everything I wanted them to be. The purple cell activator did what I needed it to do. Cool if I could put a few little fish in there floating around. So when I get paint residual on my card, I can put it where I need it to be. All the golds look like highlights. It's okay to wind a few around here and there. Also to pick up some paint from a heavy spot. That's pretty cool. Now it's time for me to find the dull end of a skewer, or what looks like it used to be a tool. And throw a few spirals in places like that they look like they wouldn't mind. Because that's how I like it. When you get to the end, you can twist it and it'll leave a cute little nubby in the center. I like the white interacting with the spirals because it looks like highlights and adds, like I said, some depth. I keep wanting to use the word definition, but I'm not sure it fits in this circumstance. I do want a spiral right there though. And waggles are just me wobbling the skewer back and forth, creating a more organic line. I never put any spirals down at the edge, but I think I might like to. Yeah, I definitely like to. I don't have anything on my edges, but I have enough paint colors so that if I wanted to color them anything, I could do that. Sort of spreading out my spirals. There's a nice balance to this. I can turn it almost every direction. For those of you who have been waiting for me to do greens, I did grass. I love the way the grass turned out. But it dried beautifully and succulently dark. So I was thinking it might be nice to have it be a little brighter. Let's give it a quick torch. And all my lines go over the edge. You never know, I might bring up a few cells. I could also pop a few bubbles. That was a perfect spot for that. Well, so far I'm not complaining too much about the weird paint, which is good, because it's a nice painting and I'd hate to think I ruined it out of the gate. I'm going to shimmer this at you. I don't know how much time I've got left. I've got like a minute and a half left. Well, I've got a little more than that. So I should tell you I do sell my artwork. And if I see a place I think I need a spiral, I'll probably add it. This keeps making me think of frogs for some reason. We have wonderful little tree frogs here. Except for the cat likes to eat them. Sorry about that. TMI, officially. I won't tell you what I found on the patio. Cat. Mega Hunter. Alright, am I really done? I don't know. Spin that skewer. I don't think I can have too many spirals in this one. This one's begging for them. Alright, so I should tell you, I told you I sell my artwork. I also give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. And I have all kinds of different places that you can purchase my artwork reproduced on as reproductions, or on t-shirts and yoga mats and coffee mugs, and all that shopping helps me out. But mostly the Amazon link is a great place for you to check out. It's on my link tree. And you'll find my 2 books there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. I don't know why that's bugging me. But it's not bugging me anymore. Let's zoom in right after I get rid of this. There we go. And the light is on. Let's zoom right down in. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. It's interesting that the pink and the, what was it? The ginger flower and the Tuscan sun made some orange highlights, which are really pretty cute. There's always a chance I'm going to add another spiral or 2. I love you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching them longer. Thank you for checking out my 2,600 videos on my playlists. If you go to my channel, you'll find them. If you can't find them, let me know, because I have them organized by topic and genre, and I'm happy to give you a link. Welcome to all my new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. My email address, should you wish to contact me for a class, for information for a class or a purchase, is easpb, and the word gallery spelled out, @gmail.com. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting and help me purchasing art supplies. I really appreciate that. And if you want to be a contributor to the studio, the PayPal icon is on my YouTube channel banner on the bottom right hand corner. I think a little waggle will make that show up better. Throw a little spiral right in there. Okay, whatever I forgot to tell you is probably that my paint pouring recipes are below. Show more. I'm not going to zoom all the way out because I'd like you to be able to see up close. So I'm fortunate that the white wasn't a problem. It might have a little texture, but it's nothing overwhelming, so I'm not unhappy with that. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Priscilla out. If I forgot something, you'll see it in another video. Oh yeah, I post at 3:15 Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. See you then. Bye for now. Priscilla out.